Ah, well that worked quite nicely, didn't it? I think it did. I'm sorry a bit late tonight. Tonight. I'm not sure if it's today or tonight, because even though it's 9 o'clock, a few minutes past 9 o'clock, you can see still light shining on my face, on my hand, my arm. So... Alright, coming soon to a screen near you, indeed. Woo! Hey, look who's here. It's none other than me, Thomas? XD, just kidding. Oh, it's you. Is he alone? This one, definitely not. But I get the reference. Mr. W, Slovak Eagle, and Paradise, of course. Oh, I see. No, but he is short and stumpy. And Trainz Plus. And red? Nah. And his paintwork's old and frumpy. What, frumpy? Nope, but useful in a wedding. And so is his footplate. Where you at? Is footy? Reader, coming soon to a screen near you. I'll be here soon to a hood near you. Really? Really? Well, for that you'd need to know where I am. Well, you could just try going to any hood, and maybe it's near me, but that would be a big gamble. The hood, in the hood. The hood fell in on itself. The figure let out a sigh of annoyance. Bother, it said. It was Sir Hopper Matt. Oh, I had no idea. Should I say, hey, stream title, MVR. Oi, boonk? Right, stream title, MVR. Yes, that's the whole title. Indeed. There we go. You, we. Hello. Yes, hello, Trainz Plus. Hello, everybody. Kangafango, V'ger, Mr. W. Hey, won't hang around for long. Leaving on vacation tomorrow with my girlfriend. Oh, well, that's very nice. Where are you going? Like, roughly. I don't want to know the address because, I mean, I wouldn't know what to do with that information anyway, but just roughly. Aw, hope you enjoy it, dude. Refrumpy. Shadows from the Great Race song. My paintwork's old and frumpy. What makes you think there's anything to do? I have no idea. Cyprus. Oh! Very interesting. Cyprus has a long and interesting history. Oh, that's nice. Oh, nice. Change, not do. Anything to change. What makes you think there's anything to change? Oh, all right. Okay. Oh, you're expecting a stream. Oh, I see. Of course. Yes. I mean, what was I? What was I thinking? Of course, you're expecting a stream. Okay, so let's switch this over. Should now be able to see it. And let's begin with the launch. Oh, the heads. Oh, nice. Change, right. Today is the birthday of Moscow Subway. There is a big event there. Oh, I had no idea. How old is it? Weird fact about my girlfriend. Oh, she... So... ATEMs unplugs people's EVs? What do you mean? So she sometimes unplugs... Oh, sometimes unplugs people's EVs. EV as in... What do you mean? I know what you... I know you've used that before. Electric cars. Yes. Electric vehicles. Yes. Watch the thing. Hold on. It keeps going up. Is that the Thomas thing? What was the... Oh, 56. I know, I'll be there soon. Don't worry your funnel. Yeah, but what does frumpy mean? What does it mean? It is 86 years. Oh, 86 years. In 2 years, Flying Scotsman will be 100. Sometimes emergency vascular as in the organ, the heart thing. Electric cars. I just heard the phrase a blue harvest moon that inverts the food chain. Oh, yes, she does that sometimes. Like just to enjoy herself, or no? Today is frumpy altmodisch. Oh, I see. Makes sense. She just hates EV people, DE, and their entitlement. Yeah, but that's also putting a label on a group. Even if it's mostly true, it's still, well, reading a book by its electric cover. Eh? Although it may be in most cases it might be true, but still. Also, Marsh looks great. Yeah, theory video. TDR. TDR? To declare Renaissance? A Renaissance? Trust me, you do not know my girlfriend. Yes, I trust you that I don't know your girlfriend. I trust myself that I don't know her. Okay. So, lastly, we'd worked on putting more houses back there and putting more fields in front of here to kind of get this area a bit more done. Also, last time I was looking for some tracks and there were actually some assets recommended. So, alright, these ones. The grandstands? Bleachers. Yes, well these ones are nicer assets. These have also got a little table in there. But I'm not sure if they're it's too tight. But maybe I'll move this about anyway. I could move it a bit back. Well, we'll see. And then we've got a football pitch. A bit too large for this area. This asset doesn't have that great of a texture quality. Yes, I am aware that I've got my textures down at half resolution right now. But still, if you're here, I mean, also it's much too big. Softball fields. DES. Maybe. What would that look like? Nah, I prefer my version for this. Simply because I've already tacked up the fence here and done all this, and you've got the textures underneath it already and that. And we've got swings. Yes, the swings. Swings were also recommended. I'll actually place them here, because these swings actually do fit quite nicely, I think. Yes, those fit quite nicely. Oh, hello, Slovak Eagle. How are you? True, and I don't either. Trainz, Total Drama Island. It's a kids show, but the kind of kids show that theories can be made of. I see. She once shot a fucking pack a grenade in her ex's windshield. Huh. So, like, towards the attention? Before showing him both mod fingers and getting back in my car. My girlfriend gives off strong yandere vibes. Huh. I don't know what to say to that. It's a kids show, yeah, like I didn't know there was Thomas Theories. Ah, there are. Oh boy, watch yourself, although you might like it when she calls you senpai. Hi. Also VC today, if anyone wants to chip on in. Hey, if anyone wants to. Can you give me a brief overview of some of them? And also tend to send me links via Discord if videos if you know them. Yo. Trainz, wow. When did you download these reswings? Just now. As usual, I'm eating, so probably not. I am doing fine. What about you? Yes, I'm doing fine as well, thank you. Alright, enjoy. Her looks give off a vibe of... stonks. It's a meme thing. I think it means a lot of... There we go. I don't know any of that off my head. But I will look for him and send him over. Good. Yeah, that's how the vibe of my girlfriend gives off. Yeah. Alright. Oh, I see. Trainz time! Oh, hello, Mr. Snipes. Yes, Trainz time indeed. Hey. Yep, that's my girlfriend. Well, you picked a good one then. Probably. Or maybe she picked you. I don't know. Anyway, look, I've already made great progress in that I've placed 2 swings. Well, 3. Well, let's go with 4 because individual swings, just a swing set maybe. Hey, yep. Right. Oi. But she is also a lazy dumbass. Ah, I see. Well, I suppose with that attitude, it's probably good that she's lazy. But I'm a lazy dumbass myself. I see. Right, so what do we want to do? Okay, I want to finish this thing. Finish the fields here, then move on. I think I want this to be 2 fields, but probably 2 pastures. Aw, nice. Nice. That's why I enjoy having cruise control. Yeah, I understand what you mean. Although I'm not entirely convinced by this row of shrubs. No, I think I'll probably use peach trees for this bit. Because I've already got these ones here. What would it look like if I just did it like this, for example? Well, if it's only one type, it won't look that good. But if I add in the other types, if I can find any, which I should hopefully be able to. There we go. How about we add some of these? And we can put some of these into the ground as well, to give them a bit of a height difference. Because I really don't want this to be too tall, because I like the feeling of having this open, but I think that for this area it's a bit too big of a pasture. Okay, what would this look like? Maybe with some smaller trees in. Looks okay, but we need some different trees as well. This bit looks too uniform. It looks better. Maybe I'll add the spline in again. Just to give it a bit more fullness. Not muchness, but fullness. To hopefully fill in some of these gaps here. I think that's okay-ish. Maybe some of these trees as well. Not many, just a couple. Here and there. These ones now look too uniform. Just need to move a few of these into the ground a bit. That maybe. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay. So for a little bit tired because again, Saturday, so I had my tabletop roleplay session, my long one today, which is really nice. It was that was so much fun to do, because for the first time in a long while, all the player characters were together. Yes, it was in slightly less than favorable circumstances, but they were exciting circumstances. And it was just generally a lot of fun to GM. But also, well, took a while. And by a while, I mean a lot of energy. By a lot of energy, I mean I'm a bit tired. Right. Cruise control of the metaphorical kind. Man, I'm loving the little guitar bit in this song. What song? Oh, which song is it, if I may? As a guitarist myself, do tell. Still Corners, we kill the moonlight. It's the wavy guitar bit. It's great texture, not so much skilled playing. That sounds nice. We'll listen to it after the stream. Thanks. Wakes up. Tired, eh? Never. Never. From what I heard, all but one got arrested? Yeah. All but one got arrested. All the players but one. And the thing is that quite a couple of them did also see it coming, but it was really just unavoidable. And the best option to avoid further issues was to just let themselves be arrested and then hopefully sort it out. We had some fun interviews with, like, what I did was, it was Discord call, Discord group chat, voice chat. So what I did was, for the interviews, the questioning, I went into a separate call and got each of the players to come in separately, like the questioning, and so that they didn't know what the other players are going to answer, what they answered to the questions, and it was basically the same set of questions. Depending on what answer they gave, some were added, some were a bit changed, and it was so much fun. Right, I now need my fence. Also, for those of you who are just watching this, the game development live streams are at the moment paused because I just don't have enough free time to dedicate to the project that it needs. So Ghostly Venture is going to be paused. However, I'm not entirely sure of what the stream slot will be filled with, if anything. I might just leave it empty so that I have another day that I don't stream, which would be useful. Or I might replace it with something else. For example, I might replace it with another slot of building the Milton Valley Railroad, because that means that I add 50% to the speed, so it will get done a bit faster, which is going to be, if I do that, it would be nice. Because after all, it is gonna take a while yet to finish. Or I might split it so that we've got 2 hours of Train Sim and then 2 hours of RCT3. And RCT3, when that's finished, it will be replaced by just what it always was meant to be, which is a miscellaneous stream. So that sometimes we might play, I don't know, maybe City Skylines perhaps, or sometimes might play Abzu, maybe, I don't know. Or sometimes we might play a whole bunch of different games. Just basically whatever I feel like and whatever people want to see, basically. So yeah, that's what that's going to be replaced with, because that's what it was originally meant to be. Because originally I only wanted to do a couple of videos on RCT3, a couple of streams, and then switch. But I just ended up enjoying it so much, especially because I'd never played RCT3 in career mode before, that it just kind of stuck around and turned into a complete series. But yeah, so that would be nice, because then that would mean that, well, for one, we get more RCT3, and then that also means in turn that other stuff will then come more quickly. Plus it means we can do a couple of longer train sim routes, because there are quite a few that are really nice on maps, but it would just take, because the thing is I can only choose ones that are going to take about 30 to 40 minutes, because with reading chat and everything, that more or less equates to an hour. So yeah, but if I changed that, then I could do longer ones, which would also be nice. Or we could just make it so that Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 and Train Sim stay as they are, and I'm going to I might replace the game dev with just that is then the miscellaneous, 2 hours of miscellaneous stuff, so we can start it right away. That's another option. Or we could keep game dev, because I really enjoyed game dev, I really enjoy doing stuff, but replace it with a project that I can get done in a reasonable amount of time, even if I don't have that much time to dedicate to it off stream. That's another option. Or we might just do something completely and utterly different. So it's basically that. Where did I put my sheep? I think I had some over here, didn't I? Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with that. I need to still update the schedules to have game dev off there and have it replaced with, I don't know, maybe to be announced or something. I will have to decide before next Thursday, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, what do people want? I mean, those are options, and as you can see, they all sound very exciting. Interviews, huh? What happened? Well, what happened was that most of the answers were correct and good, but some answers to the same questions were completely different. Completely different. Like it's a Star Trek setting, and one question was, is the mission what was the word? Not endorsed. The other word. Sanctioned. Sanctioned by Starfleet. One player said, well, it's sanctioned by the captain, so yes, but the captain. So essentially no. But it's on the captain's orders, basically. Then another player said, absolutely yes. They've been in contact. We've been in contact with Starfleet throughout this whole thing. Starfleet knows about it. It's happening with Starfleet's permission. It's all that sort of stuff. And then the third player said, no, basically just no. Starfleet doesn't know about it. Starfleet, it's our own thing. We've decided to do. It's not a Starfleet thing. They're not connected, basically. Which, considering that the players are arrested on two things. One is suspicion of espionage, and two is destroying priceless archaeological artifacts. It's not entirely great if the answers vary that much, but it was so much fun. It was so much fun. The thing is, the players only realized that the answers differed that much when they had already all of the ones who were arrested given their answers. Which, yeah, I'm really looking forward to next session, especially since one of the players couldn't be there this week, and their character is basically unconscious for this week. It makes sense in the story, don't worry about it, radiation stuff. But when they come back, it's going to be so much fun watching them as a player, as well as their character, discovering what has transpired and what the situation is. Really looking forward to that. And that's the sort of stuff that I'm really looking forward to as well when we get into Tales of Vestia, whenever that's finished. Do I want the tree there or not? Do I prefer it there or not there? Well, I like seeing the road. I prefer it not there. Anyway, yeah. What happened? Well, it sounds like y'all had a nice game. True. Wait, what? They're paused? Who's paused? Yeah, game devs paused. Hey, Hateman777. But why what? But wait what? Oi, Shadow Dice, you could do ATS Wyoming when it releases and you're done with RCT3CM. True. That's another thing I could do. I would say, oh, okay, well, this time we'll drive a truck, or this time we'll do other stuff, maybe. I'm sure I'll get plenty of stuff to do. Shadow, as in Shadow completes, a la Nerd Cubed completes? It did accidentally turn into a bit of that, yes. Only in the forms of streams rather than edited videos. Ooh, Shadows! You could dev the Secret of the Hiding revisioned game. No, not really. I mean, there are some issues with that, mostly that it's meant as a couch multiplayer type scenario where you're sitting in front of one computer, which obviously now isn't the best time for that sort of game. I'd love to do models for that. Should I straw poll it? No. I won't straw poll it. I will accept recommendations, but then out of those I will choose the thing that I am most excited to do. So, because at the end of the day, I am the one who's actually doing it. Yes, you're watching it, and it does matter that what you want to see, but at the end of the day, if I'd rather be doing something else, then, well, this isn't I'm not being paid to do this, so, I think a misc. Ooh, indeed! Archaeological disturbances? Well, disturbances is putting it mildly. Yep, that's the one. They're in for a surprise then, that's for sure. As far as I know at least, yes. Sure is, one apple tree on the other side of the dirt road. The dirt road? Oh, this dirt road. No, not here. Not here. Maybe a triple stream of all of us playing ATS or ETS2 multiplayer? Doesn't that require Windows. Doesn't that? I think that requires Windows, doesn't it? And I don't have ETS2 or ATS installed on Windows. I would have to create another new snapshot installation of Windows in Parallels, download it there in addition to the Mac version, then download the mods, then do that, and then hopefully hope that it's not going to lag, even though I do have to turn the resolutions down so it doesn't lag here, but it's a nice idea. I mean, we can definitely do multiplayer stuff if we have good games for that sort of thing. It would be nice to do more multiplayer. The Secret of Paradise Cove. The Secret of Paradise Cove. Question mark D? Good idea, but TMP is Windows only. Unfortunately. Who knows though? Yeah, true. So it is. Oh. Yeah. The thing is, with that crying emote, I think it would. I would much prefer it if the Twitch, if you just do a sad emote, like colon open bracket, there's just a little unhappy face. But if you do maybe colon, well, no, if you do D colon, then it's maybe a crying face. Do you think that with the tears streaming down is such over-exaggeration in most cases? Yizd. At least SES are working on their own non-huge scale MP mode. Invite only as far as I know. Maybe only LAN. Not much is known. Ah, oops. Or that or that. Well, it's fun because there's already the colon there. Works though. Yeah, that does work, but that seems just a little disappointed, not really sad, I think. Anyway, right, what am I doing? Oh, mixed flowers. Oh, just a different turf grass. I didn't select mixed flowers, did I? No, I didn't. There we go, mixed flowers. No, we're not going to use those at the moment. Ooh, that might look quite nice somewhere. I mean, I could use this here, maybe. But no, it's getting too narrow. That's not a good idea. I might be able to use a different field, though. No, I'd rather like a more detailed texture this close. Oh, this one is not more detailed, but it looks more detailed. I think that might fit in quite nicely, this texture. What about this one? Ooh, yeah, this one. I like this one. Or would that repeat too often? Yeah, that would repeat too often. Let's use this one. Okay, I have to narrow it down a bit. And one more thing I wanted to mention about the roleplay thing is that the icing on the metaphorical cake of trouble is that they've only got about 1 day until they have to go. Like there's a time limit, there's some stuff they have to do, and it will happen within, well, 1 day, basically. So they have to solve their problems, their arrest-based problems, within 1 day, and still solve the other problems, which they've kind of already solved, but they need to put their plan in action to get that all done. Which I'm really looking forward to seeing how that pans out, because I don't know. I don't know if they'll succeed or not. It depends on what exactly they do, so... yeah, -1 dot. Looks weird. Yeah, like that it does look weird. I was thinking more that it would be nice if the image for it just didn't have the tears streaming down. If that was maybe a D colon thing. Where's that other grass plant? It should be around here somewhere. Oh, is it this one? Is it probably just here? Is this it? No, that's the big one. I want the small one. This one. An apple tree a day keeps the monsters away. Well, it depends what monsters. Some other monsters it attracts. Mainly worm-based monsters. Not sure if it looks better like this or not. I'm not sure at all. I don't think it does. I think it looked better like this. Although, maybe if I'll try painting the other texture on it. Come on, there we go. Oh, because I've got field in it, that's why it wouldn't work. Yeah, I think with a bit of texture like that, I think that adds a lot. I will put a fence here. Let's have the gate be sort of there. Let's just have this go up here. Okay. Okay. Not sure why I asked you whether that's okay, because I think that I can decide myself if that's okay, but if you have input, then you can share it. Right, these textures. Oh, I've got the exact one that I wanted to pick out of that. Nice. Actually, I think it just goes too far back. I think it would look better if it just carried on to sort of there. Well, maybe a bit further. Yeah. Sort of like that. That looks good. Hopefully. No, it should look good. Yep, one day, wow, yeah. And the thing is that for the last couple of, I think the last couple of months, the thing was that they are stuck here and that it's going, for the first estimate was 3 months and it was 6 days, 6 in-game days. And those days were filled with so many adventures, but on the space station. But they're still kind of stuck here, waiting for some repairs to finish. And they were, it's been mostly, okay, well, what are we gonna do this day? We've still got this many days to wait. Okay, well, we might have a look around that place, or might go do that. Maybe look into this. Oh, that's a mystery. Oh, what's going on with this mystery? And oh, well, how does this make any sense? And all that sort of stuff. And oh, well, that connects to that. Well, let's just visit the planet. Let's have a look around. Maybe we can uncover this mystery. And that sort of stuff. And now it's led them to be arrested, and it's now they don't have enough time. That's where the and the thing is, I didn't plan for them to get arrested. It's just what happened because of their actions as a logical consequence. It's not like a plot. I don't run the games with these hard-pressed plot points that the players have to be directed towards that are just set to happen no matter what. No, I've got an idea for this. I know what the situation is, and I've got an idea where I would like it to go. And depending on what the players do, that will change. And then, for example, this being arrested was completely on the behalf of the players. It was a logical consequence. So, yeah. And I think that, to me, is what makes it even more fun, because that means that I don't know what is going to happen. I don't know how the story will continue. I'm surprised just as much as they are when it's like, oh, now all but one of the players are arrested. Oh, well, that's troublesome. That sort of thing. So, yeah, I mean, that surprised me too. Because yes, I run the game as a GM, and I know all of the behind-the-scenes things, of course, of what the mystery is and how different things are working behind the scenes, all of that. But I see the story, I picture the story through a player's point of view. So, all these things. So when the players do something great, when they manage to solve a plot point or a problem, or they manage to win a fight, for example, and they succeed at something, that makes me excited. And when it's like, oh, a giant setback, and oh no, this thing happened that's in the way, then I feel that way as well. And oh no, that thing happened. Oh well, we must somehow find a way to get this right. And I look at that as a player as well. So yeah, I think that's what makes it so much fun for me. Even though I would like to play in the Star Trek game as an actual player, which I have not yet done, even though, yeah. Good luck to the players then, indeed. Arrest-based problems. Yeah, to put it lightly. More like arrest-based disasters. Or not. How should I know? XD, it's not like I'm a player. Oh, well, that would be a plot twist if you were a player. Shadow's bloodworm-based monsters? Bloodworm? No, not blood. Just worm-based monsters. What? I just built a river and a bridge area. The first bridge on the route. Ah, well, be sure to post some screenshots if you think it's ready. I'd love to see it. Oh, nice, would love to see it. Yeah, exactly, see? 3-arch, double-track, stone number for my main line. Oh, sounds great. Also, Snaps, you're pine green for me. For me, he's very bright red. And the same color as you for me, lol. Shadows, but it's still a mystery in it. Of how the PCs will get out of being arrested. Oh yeah, it's still very much a mystery. Because the thing is, they might just be let free, depending on... Although the thing is, their answers, some of their answers do definitely speak for them being let free, because there's just not enough evidence to support them being spies, basically. The thing is, some of their answers really don't support their story either. So they may or may not just be let free, and if that is the case, then, well, yes, it's a bit anticlimactic, but if that's the logical conclusion, then, well, good for them. Or we may end up needing a bit of a more interesting solution. Because the thing with Star Trek is that the interesting thing about that, okay, so with a lot of other role-playing games, the main difficulty is that those guys or monsters or whatever, or gals, I don't know. I use guys more as a term of meaning group of people. I don't use it very often either, is much too strong for us to kill or to defeat in battle, and so that's our problem. We need to get more powerful so that we can defeat these bad guys more easily, but then of course the bad guys scale with that, so then you need to get even more powerful to defeat even more powerful bad guys, and that can be fun in tabletop role-playing game. But the thing in Star Trek is, I mean, if it's only violence, then... but if it's part of the story, then yeah. But the thing is with Star Trek role-playing game, that the players usually have essentially the power of a god. Or a demigod, at least. I mean, if you've got a starship that has weapons powerful enough to destroy the atmosphere of an entire world, or and has torpedoes that are magnitudes more powerful than any nuclear bomb or missile ever constructed, like torpedoes that are made of antimatter that can travel faster than light with the ship as well, and being able to transport instantaneously from one place to another using basically being beamed, then the power in most cases is not that big of an issue, unless of course you run into combat with another ship that is that powerful, because then you're on even footing. But that, in my games at least, comes up quite rarely, and so most problems are based on either either decisions or basically solving problems where having a big gun or sword isn't really going to get you that far. Because in this example, for the players, one of the players is free. When the ship's ready, you could literally just take the ship over to the planet and threaten to destroy the entire facility if the player characters aren't let free. And then, given the time frame, or maybe just destroy their power network, beam them up, and off they are. Especially with the player ship being much faster than anything else that's around, basically. That would be a valid solution, but that's going to lead to other issues, because then they're going to be outlaws, basically, and in the situation then how they would do that, and they're federations, so going in guns blazing, and yes, old style federation, so not the Discovery era stuff or J.J. Abrams stuff, but old style federation, that's really the opposite of what they are, the opposite of their beliefs, the opposite of what they stand for. And so to do that, to resort to that would break their characters. That would break everything. I mean, that would still be an interesting story, and to see how that continues and how the crew reacts to that. And there might be a mutiny. Those of them who want to surrender to the Federation because they still hold those ideals to heart, and the others who realized that, or who believe that it is a necessary thing to do to be able to survive in these situations, because the stakes were just too great to be able to risk not succeeding, and so they had to do that. And all of these things then spring from that, and that then creates their own issues. And, well, yes, with the control of the ship, you could very, very easily get rid of the mutiny like that, depending on who's in the mutiny. But is that the right thing? Because you need the crew to have the ship operational, and if you don't do that, then you risk to destroy everything that you stand for. So even if you have all of this power with the ship, then the difficulty is using it well instead of just not having enough power. And I think that's why I'm still so excited about GMing that game, even though it's been going on for years. Because I'm still very excited for each session and how the story will continue and what the players will do and what will happen and all of that. Oh well. Tigers out of the bag. I was one of the players in the game Paradise was describing just now. Shocker. Yes, he was. I wonder if The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round is a historical children's song of note in the Star Trek universe. I don't know. I would assume it is, but I don't know. I was just hoping that the chaps from the ARS on Regulon 2, Agricultural Research... S? It's F, Agricultural Research Facility. And yes, I specifically chose it as an agricultural research facility because it's a mouthful to say. Try saying Agricultural Research Facility 5 times fast. Regulon 2 would just forget about my character, and the whole meeting and questioning would happen with me exploring the planet, and afterwards, I could have gone, "Oh, where have you all been? What happened?" Actually, it didn't happen, though. The rat. Yeah, they didn't forget your character. That's fun. Yeah, people just take these weapons for granted nowadays. We've nearly gone for the 2 hours already, I think. Blimey. No, we haven't. We've gone for 1 hour. Because this stream started at 9. It's a Saturday stream. 1 hour. We started at 9. I always wondered why they didn't use the transporter more often for planting bombs on ships. Yes, exactly. That's a thing that doesn't really... That's a big plot hole. Because definitely. If the shields of a ship are down, then you could just beam torpedoes onto the other ship, or beam the warp core out of the other ship, or something like that. And then, of course, there are other things which says, okay, well, maybe you can't beam the warp core out. Maybe that structural integrity field, which is like a force field that holds the hull together, that strengthens it, stops it from being beamed out. Okay, well, why not beam a torpedo on board? And then that's kind of where you run into the issues, because in a lot of cases, you can say, well, that would be too dangerous. That would kill too many people, and their goal isn't to kill them, but rather to just render them defenseless. Yeah? And in a lot of cases, that's true. But then in the other cases, where they do actually shoot to kill, shoot to destroy another vessel, then why don't they do it? And then there's then there's the thing, okay, well, maybe they don't do it because, well, the torpedoes run off of antimatter. And maybe you can't transport them because you need to have the force field active within the torpedo, because the torpedoes are always armed, because there is a force field in place that holds the antimatter in a vacuum. And maybe if you try to beam it over, maybe the force field would drop during the process, which would then cause the antimatter to explode. And that's why you can't beam it. But then you run into other issues where you do see antimatter being transported. But then you can say, okay, well, maybe it's a special kind of force field that allows this antimatter in this case to be transported, but not in the case of the torpedo. But then you kind of have to just make stuff up on the fly as to explain this away without it actually being based on canon, without it being based on anything. Which, yes, that's fine, there's nothing wrong with it, but it does decrease the value of it if it's not something that you can explain purely with in-universe reasons that you don't have to make up yourself. But you're right, that's definitely a thing. And I watched a YouTube series. I think it was Lore Reloaded running it, where they had different characters, and the tactical officer, chief tactical officer, whatever they're called, was a huge Star Trek fan, and he knew exactly the potential of the transporters. So what he would do is, he had the same thought as you. He said, well, okay, just transport torpedoes over, and the GM there actually allowed it, which I wouldn't have done. I would have at least made it very, very dangerous, so that there's a chance the torpedo could blow up in our ship instead of blowing up on their ship. It's probably what I would have done. But then he also used it to just beam off the captain, the entire bridge crew, as soon as the shields dropped. Like, oh, shields are down? Okay, lock onto everybody on the bridge, transport them over. Yeah. Because the thing is, we know that people can transport in and out of the bridge because you do it's done so many times in the shows. Otherwise, you could just say, okay, well, there's a special sort of plating around the bridge, or a special kind of force field that negates transporters. But then we see transporters being used a lot, beaming people onto and off the bridge, which is mostly, I think, used so that they can use one less set if they don't have to use the transporter room sets. But yeah, so that wouldn't really make that much sense, and that's much harder to try to explain away, because that's not really a volatile thing, people, in terms of transporters at least, like less volatile than antimatter. But yeah, that's an excellent thought. Alright, well, I wonder when I'll continue my chat story. Who knows? I don't. Mutiny UK, Mutiny UK. I wonder as well. Agricultural Research Station. No, it's facility. Oh, facility. I see. Agricultural Research Facility, Agricultural Research Facility, Agricultural Research Facility, Agricultural Research Facility, Agricultural Research Facility. There you go. I did it. You typed it. Ha! Just to check again, BGC will not be on tomorrow, right? Well, doing shoot to kill would also disrupt relations and friendly connections, so that'd also be an issue. Well, firing on them at all would disrupt those things. But yes, if people actually died during the attack, that would definitely be worse than if they didn't. So, true. Even if antimatter was an issue, they could just beam over a non-antimatter explosive, right? Besides the warp core or something? Yeah, exactly. Because there are plenty of other explosive devices, like just a superheated plasma bomb or a tricobalt device, or even just a normal atom bomb. Yeah? I say that as if it's just a normal everyday thing, which kind of it has become in a lot of countries, even nowadays. But yeah, you're right. Well, with nuclear explosives, I guess you could say that the radiation messes with the transporter, because that is a thing that is said a lot, like, oh, lock onto them, can't get a lock, sir, there's too much radiation in the atmosphere, or something like that. So that would make sense, but a non-radioactive, non-antimatter explosive is, yeah, there's really no use, well, unless it's against some sort of directive, like there'd be a court-martial if you did it, because it's against the law. But then still, if it's a situation where it's like a live or die situation, the entire crew would be destroyed, and they're aiming to kill them anyways, then, yeah. You're right, that is a plot hole. Because that is a thing. If you create devices that are this powerful, then sometimes you just have to have plot holes to tell an interesting story. And I totally get that. Sometimes an interesting story does come first, ahead of canon, which to a certain degree I agree with. If it's something like this, for example, that it is a bit of a plot hole if you think about it, but it's not that disruptive. Of course, in some other cases, Star Trek Discovery, they just, yeah. Also, Doctor Who finale. Right. The Timeless Child. Correct. Gotcha, thanks. You know what they say. When the peeps in chats peak once more, stories, jokes, and puns galore. Says, hem. I know. I didn't actually want to detail all of this stuff on the side, but I just kind of thought, well, let's do it anyway, and then I'm doing it. Hen hen. Hen hen? I don't know there were any chickens. It's interesting because with chickens you say hen and rooster or cockerel, but you call the species by the species name. Whereas cows, you say, you don't call them by the species. You don't usually say cattle. You say cows. Oh, look, some cows. Even though they're not always female. And the same with dogs, yeah, because dogs are just male canids. But, yeah. Hello, Chris. How are you? Are you doing good? Oh geez, I'm late. Been a while. Hey. Hi, Chris. Your faded teal for me. For me, is a very nice purple. Shadows and dogs. True. Humans. Babe and doodle lol. Yeah, well, for humans, you don't. Well, with guys, I guess it's true, but yeah. Baby isn't a gender though. Actually, no, it isn't. It was just a. It was just sounded like it would be fun to say it as though actually no, it is, but no, it isn't. At least not last time I checked. But political correctness may have changed that. It's just so sticky. So sticky. What is a typical food from your country? I would say fish and chips. Or if you mean my country of origin, sauerkraut, probably. try. Chips, never tried it. XD. Should maybe also leave a few trees stand taller. Well, these are more bushes. Plus, I want this to feel open, so you have a good view of everything. So, that's too tall. A bit too tall there. So if you look up from down here, so you can still clearly see everything going by. And if you're over here, you can still clearly see the factory, although this is too tall. I don't like this blocking the view there. Not that one. That one. More like that. Maybe this one down as well a bit. There you go, more like that. These ones can be a little bit taller. Oh, Trainz Plus. Right, have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night. Mine is Feijoada. How do you pronounce that? Feijoada. I haven't had fish and chips in ages. Yeah, me neither. Meaning, never. Gotcha. Gotcha. Today I was attending much longer than before. It's too late now. Bye and good night. Indeed. Alright. Bye, good night. Bye, nice orange color too. Bye. For me it was a very nice sort of pine, dark green, bluish color. Yeah, I like that. That looks nice. Okay. So, is this now Danish? Danish? Don't you mean Danish? No, I mean Danish. By ish, I mean ish. I do want a couple more here. Just to kind of break up this very open space close to the tracks. Just a little bit. Danish, UK. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. I quite like this. That works. That's good. Okay, so now we have finished this bit. I will, of course, put fields back here, but we can do that later. We can work on something more exciting now. We'll do that when we've actually know how the city's exactly going to continue here. Exactly. Okay. Feijoada. Oh, feijoada. Feijoada. Consists of rice, black beans, stew of beans with beef and pork, orange slices, and farofa, Casanova flour. No, not Casanova, cassava flour. I was thinking, Casanova flour? What? No, cassava flour. I see. Interesting. Exactly, yeah. Exactly, Kangafango. No. Right, so what do we do now? Where did that come from? I read it wrong. I thought, no, that's not right, but I'd already said it, so... Anyway, what do we do now? Indeed. I think next is probably important to have a little bit of a industry here. So let's put in multiple industries new. Actually, if it's, let's do multiple industries. Well, maybe multiple industries liquid might be better. Right. So I'm not going to decide what exactly I want to have be produced here, or convert or whatever. So, actually, yeah, that's good. So I'm just going to put in the tracks, and then we can choose the industries later, because there are a couple of industries that I haven't actually specified yet exactly. Actually, most of them. Cassava, as in the cassava root. Alright, I think I've heard of that name once before. Does UK sell cons? Huh. Interesting. Right back. Cons? Condensed milk. Ah, sure. Alright, no idea, sorry. Oh. Yeah, I don't know either. They might do. Which means that I'm going to have to relocate this. So I'm going to delete this here. And I'm going to just place it over here. Wait, what? I thought I selected it. No. Come on. There we go, just as a reminder. Okay, so this is going to go over like that. The road might be diverted a bit as well. So what do we need here? Well, a well? No, we don't need a well. I want there to be. I want the pickup and drop-off locations to be 2 different ones. Yes, it means that technically you'll be able to load stuff even if you don't put stuff here, but it's going to be mainly used for sessions anyway. Because what I don't want to have happen is, for example, if it changes crude oil into diesel fuel or something, I don't want you to unload your crude oil here and then immediately have it load diesel oil. I want there to be a thing where, like, okay, you unload stuff and then maybe you have to collect some different cars and then bring them here and then load them, that sort of thing, which you just wouldn't get otherwise. So I think that's what I'll do. The angle's not great, though I do like that angle there. Well, let's see if we can change this a little bit. Well, like that, yes. I like that. So what sort of stuff would we need? So, oh, today I am eating pizza. Oh! Well, I hope you enjoy it and that you don't suffer health detriments from it. Oh, well, enjoy. The shredded chicken with cheddar cheese. Ah, well then, I see. Pizza, I see. Back. Hey, welcome back. How are you today, Mr. W? Sorry about that. Right, so what should the shunting be like here? Well, it looks like we've already got 2 tracks here. So if we have a curve in here, then we could have a yard sort of in this area and have this branch off like that, which means that here if I couple up this way, if you'd, well, you can, what was it? We can have it so that we, okay, you can pull in wagons. If we have a passing loop there, then you can come around the other side. Well, you can come around the other side, take a cut, push them in there, or just push the whole thing in there. Because I really like the idea of having this bit just have a buffer, so that you have to do some more clever switching with loading. Also, I think I'm going to have a lot of this be rusty rail. I do want to have a little bit of a bend here. That's the normal non-rusty rail. And then that's not right. Let's see, maybe I can put in a spline point there and kind of fix this bend a bit. Although, is that too steep? Maybe. Maybe just have it like that instead. Yeah, that looks okay. Right, and then I want the rusty track, which is back here, I think, I hope. Is this the last one? No, it isn't. Where did I last use that? I think probably over by the sugarcane farm. Yes, back here. Oh, it was literally the one right below. Of course it was. I'm a bit tired. Right, and I want this to be quite a sizable track. Sort of like that, I think. Then let's have this... Well, actually, we could have this come out at a bit of an angle like that. It's a bit bendy. Don't want it to be bendy. We're not a bus after all. Like that. This can also be overgrown with grass a little bit. And then... Right. Okay, good. Then let's have a little bit of a track here. And have a siding. I think about this size should probably be good. And then if I just have this be parallel, like that, then... Actually, you know what? I'm going to have it go like that, so that it goes into the center one instead. So like this. And then if this split off, say, onto there, straighten that. From this onto there. I think straighten as well. Yes. And then delete these two. Then we're going to delete the junction levers here as well. And yeah, so it just kind of splits open like that. And then I need one that goes from here over to that. Is that now still straight? Yes, it is. Good. So, just deciding so that if the yard's kind of over here, maybe, then you can get a cut of cars, push it up this way, push it onto either of those sidings, maybe this one, then or pull it up here, then you can maybe come around, go back the other way, then go forward, then push the cars either onto the left track to be loaded there, and then you can take the rest of the cars, come back, pull them, unload there, load it up here, they can come back and collect them, and that sort of stuff. That's a bit more interesting, I think, than just having a round-around track at each end, at each siding. Hey Shreddies, how old were you when you met Ghost Lady? Interesting question. I don't... The thing is, the first time I remember meeting her was when I moved into this place, which was a couple of years ago. But there was always this sort of presence, there's always this sort of feeling that she was there. But I don't know, maybe I'm just imagining it. I'm probably considering that I'm making it up, but you didn't hear me say that. Red light offense, minus 500. True. Ooh, interesting question. Good, thanks of you. Me too, thanks. Remember the truck I modeled and showed off on stream? Well, just to see what it looks like, I had changed the shader from the toon outline one to the standard one, and it looks so different, yeah. Changed it back so that it fits with the rest of the game, but I might reuse the model for another game. That'd be good. That is, if I ever finish this one. Oh well. More interesting, yeah, sure is, but also more finicky. True, but that's what makes it interesting. Maybe ask her, of course, if she's there. Yeah, I think... I haven't heard anything from her in a while. I don't know. I hope she's still around. I mean, she might be on holiday, actually. Now that they're ready in the summer. Although I have a feeling that if I ever play a game that's maybe a bit more creepy or unsettling, maybe she won't be able to resist the urge and come back. Well, she'll be back in autumn anyway for Halloween, but perhaps. Let's see. Share this feeling. Can you tell us a bit more about this feeling? A bit like if there's a ghost in the room. A bit like that. Maybe do the game right now if you want to. Well, maybe, but maybe not. I don't have that thing. I don't even know what game it would be. Trainz, gotcha. Also, want a quote? Thanks. I'll have mine to go, please. Let's just replace the junctions now. It'll be easier. It'll be easier. Is this the right lever? Well, that's the mainline one. I don't want the mainline one. I want a yard one. I suppose this way is the default way because I want other cars to go in here so that you can choose which direction you want to shove them in, basically. Right. I got away with just using all the same lever here. Lever, whatever you want to call it. Right, so that's nice. That's serving that industry. It's of course not finished. I'll add more stuff here as well. Like, for example... Oops, I thought I typed in. Alright, here it is. Tell me what's troubling you, Yakko. Well, Doc, I think I can see into the future. Oh? When did this start? Next Monday. Yes, Animaniacs reference. Very nice. Maybe. You see, it's not summer in Brazil, it's about to be winter in June. Yeah, I know. Other hemisphere. Oh, nice. And no, it doesn't snow, but it rains ice. Oh, so you mean like sleet or... what's it called? Hold on. Hail. Be too tall. Wow, so hail? Yes. That's exciting. We've actually had hail here in the UK quite recently as well, which was nice. Right, of course, there's this industry as well, which actually has tracks built in. So it consumes crude oil, produces diesel, aviation fuel, petrol fuel. Right, and that's another thing. Because with this industry, for example, you've got the unloading track here, and then you've got the loading track over here. But because it loads those different things, you kind of have to specify the loads. You can't just go to the thing that will load the thing. if you know what I mean. I think if I do have different refineries that do different stuff, I will probably want to have something like, I don't know, more different places. So for example, I might have, also I should probably attach this to some sort of tank or pipe or whatever, but we'll see. We've got pipes here. Refinery rack. Oh, I see. Let's have the yellow one, shall we? Actually, what would the refinery rack? I don't know what these are specifically used for, but what would that look like back here? I think that might look nice, especially if I lower it into the ground a bit. I'm just picking it. I'm just making it so it has the right feeling. I don't actually know basically anything about how refineries work. Except that sometimes they explode. I know that. I know that for a fact. Actually, that's not gonna work right. Let's see, what if I... Actually, how far up can I pull this? Oh, quite far up. That's nice. It'll fit cars underneath, probably. Let's see. If I make it go down a little bit here. Yeah, that's gonna break that. That's not good. Well, let's just... If I just have this come in... No. Like, I think I need a little bit of a tank. I think I need a little bit of a tank. Let's see. Not a military tank. I don't even know why I have that. Anyway. That's an interesting vehicle. I think that, I mean, it's a bit too old, but it might fit nicely somewhere. Ah, medium tank. Well, that's got British petrol on it. Ooh, this one maybe. Well, that's Shell. I don't want branded stuff. No, I don't mean you. I love your roots. Your stuff is great. I mean stuff that has a brand on it. Sorry. Ah, you know what I mean. Right, so I have this sort of there. Then I can have these things kind of go into that, maybe? Maybe that'll look good. Just stuff like this. Maybe have it turned like 90 degrees more. Yeah, something like that. So it actually looks like the stuff's being pumped here overground. No, not London overground, just overground. Doctor presses button under desk. Shortly after, two large men wearing scrubs arrive at the door. That's something at least. I see. Yeah. Am I? Also, people question, why is there no earthquakes or tsunamis in Brazil? Well, there are earthquakes, but their frequency is low due to Brazil being in the middle of the South American tectonic plate. I'm sure these people will be able to help you in the worst way possible. Mwahahaha. Yeah. Oh, nice. Alright, Essie. Trace, as in boom? No, the frequency is so low it doesn't even shake the earth, and there are no volcanoes due to the same reasons. Interesting. Shell is in America, is it not? I don't know. It's definitely in Canada. It probably is in America as well, but I just don't like having brands like of these companies, because then that reminds me of all of the horrible stuff they do and all the disasters that it caused because of them. And then I don't like that. He said, quivering in utter terror, but the man still approached our main characters and outstretched muscular arms. Suddenly, trapdoors open in the ground and they fall down. Drat it, the doctor says. I forgot to disable my burglaring trap. Oh, was it Shell? Thought it was BP. The first one was BP, the other one was Shell. Shell is as in boom. I know that they sometimes blow up. Yes. Alright, I thought you were talking about the green tanker truck. No, not that one. This one, does that have branding on it? Oh, it is BP. Or what does it say on the edge side? Petroleum spirit. Highly inflammable. Interesting. Inflammable and flammable mean the same thing. Might not use it then. We'll see. Right, and then just have this connect up to there. Yes, that's a bit close, but I think it's okay-ish. Maybe. Hopefully. I mean, maybe not. Maybe it's not okay. Well, if I put it in like there. Oh, maybe there? Yeah, like that. Then that'll have that be spaced nicely, I think. Yeah, that should be fine. Should I rescan it to look like the dual Peterbilt? I don't think so. Also, is there a different tank that I might be able to use for over here? A water tank? No. Ooh, chemical plant tanks. Ugh. I mean, it would fit. It would fit really nicely here. Plus, it would look good with the tracks going over this bit, over the concrete slab. That might look really nice. Ooh, industrial. Of course, it's not finished, but I think it's a good kind of first step-ish thing. And as for this thing, well, here we can basically just take this and run that from down there up to here, maybe. So we just have it go in like that. Although that, well, I suppose that might look okay. Just sort of like this, perhaps. Kind of with a support like that. Maybe if I have two instead. Instead of what? Instead of one. Actually, I could line this one up with the kind of crossfeed thing there. Okay, that lines up there. That lines up there. So just like that. Although that's not that clear that it's actually connected. It looks like I've just put it close to that. So if I raise this up, you raise me up. So no, wrong thing. No, again. Whenever I say that, I for some reason always think of that song. Yeah, if I have it like this, then it's clearer that it's actually being fed into this thing. Even if this is not necessarily what it would look like in real life. But there we go. Maybe have a third one as well. That could look interesting. No, not get, set height. There we go. And then have this go kind of there. That seems centered-ish. Bit closer to the left, I think. But it's fine. Is it? Okay, let's measure it out. Sure. Let's go from this one over to that one. Actually, no, it is in the center. It is in the center. So that's good. It is in the center. Well, the first pillar is still a tad too close to the steps. Add in a chemical sorbet. Chemical sorbet? Why? Well, it is a little bit close to the steps, but it might as well be integrated like that, so why not? I mean, I know it's sorbent. Sorbent? Sorbent? Do I mean solvent? Definitely gives off water supply poisoner vibes. Yeah, definitely. It definitely does. Shades, that looks so weird. XD. XD, yes. Yellow pipes are good, but I'd make the ones leading into the multiple industry grey. Huzzah! Standard pipes. Well, maybe. The thing is here, well, I think I like the yellow more. I think I like the yellow more because the yellow is, well, I could use the grey. I think that just looks, we can test it. We can test it. So if I do bulk replace, where is it? It's of course up here. Bulk replace. 36 area. Assets to update. This. Oh, apparently this counts as a track or something. So it can't do that. So no, I think I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. It fits with the style as well. No, this. VMSaircraft.com. Huh. Interesting. What does it do? Okay. So I like that as a sort of starting point. Beats me. Oh, well, it's terrible then. I just delivered it in ATS. Yeah, seems quite dangerous. Oh, gulp. True. Look at how many fields we've got. Look at all of the fields. No wonder this took ages to make. Maybe add totally non-suspicious signs to the industry? Maybe. Hey, fieldsies. Fieldsies. I like the idea, I also like the idea of this industry having its own switcher locomotive. So we go for, actually, I suppose I could just go over to the gravel pit thing and grab the shed here. This one. It's been a while since we're properly up here. I still like this diamond junction thing so much. Nice place. Anyway. It's going to be nice when we get back here. Should I maybe, alright. Put an umbrella logo on it. Is that a thing in Trainz? Would you like a nice SW15000 as a switcher there? Ooh, maybe. Resident Evil, I see how it is. Is that a connection there? Don't know anything about the lore though, so... Built since 1966, so it would fit. Ooh! I think I have some of those, actually. Yeah, I do. Ooh. I was actually thinking about this. Yeah. I've got the textures reduced to help with lag, but yeah. Oh, look at that one, the Southern Pacific one in weather delivery. Ooh. Norfolk Southern, bit too modern. Fresh Pond. I mean, that would fit really well, I think, with this Fresh Pond. Like, it's just... okay, well, this chemical oil refinery plant that's probably doing some dubious stuff. Like, okay, well, Fresh Pond, yeah, but Fresh Pond, see, the pond's fresh. We're not putting toxins in it. Let's see. BNSF? Nah. CSX? Nah. BNSF again. No, we've already had one. Internodal? Internodal? Puh. Puh, I say. Actually, let's have a... I want to test how this one drives. I want to have some tankers. Did a new one release or summit? No, just that they look good. True. Fresh Pond. My favorite color combo is the FEC one. FEC? 1 second. Do I have that? Yeah, FEC, this one. Yeah, this is very nice. Kind of reminds me of the Eagle Express train that you repainted. Or that was repainted. The Eagle County Flyer, whatever it's called. So fresh, but they tried. Not so, yeah. The outbreak of threat-inducing monsters, maybe. Aye, nice. Friday East Coast, the one he just placed. XD, love it. Yes. Eagle County Trains, haha. FEC. Eagle Flyer and the Flying Eagle. Aye. Fresh Pond would fit here a lot, in my opinion. Yes, I think so too. I want tankers. Not GWR ones. These ones, maybe? Not the highest quality ones. But I think we can have a couple of them here. Let's just have it in front. Actually, you know what? Let's extend the tracks a little bit. This is only temporary, so we can have... Oh, you can't even do that. You were able to do that once upon a time. Attach a piece of track, even if there was a train on it, you just couldn't move it. Yes. Oh, I remember these GATX oil tankers. By the way, did you check the new F2, F3, F5, F7, and F9? I did check some of the F9s. I didn't download. I downloaded one of them. Is it these ones? I think it's these ones. I think these ones are the ones. Yes. Are they though? Anyway, I did check one of the new ones. And And yeah, it's such a nice quality. It is. I didn't download a lot of them. I only downloaded this one because I didn't want to use up the space at the moment. They also have a really, really nice cab. Ooh. Right. Anyway, let's have a look at actually driving in this. Oh, I'm so happy I didn't crash just then. Driving time? Dicing time. Dicing time. Yes. Actually, that is one of the news. One of the news? One of the new ones. Where are those from? DLS. Amazing. We're back. Quickly goes to download all of them. 700 gigabytes later. See in a bit, they have P-Bar cab and working Mars lights. Yes, they do. The wibbly wobbly ones. No, not the time travel ones. I have some downloading to do. Yes, you have some downloading to do. Let's see. This one. Oh, you can't hear it. Oh. Of course, sorry. I'll have to switch off. I didn't expect we'd get to any sound. I'll quickly have to restart it. 1 second. Luckily, I remembered. There's like 70 of them. Different paint jobs and eras. Wow, maybe around 100? Do you know who made them? Daniel Gollery, Train Boy 1. Yes, Daniel Gollery. The guy who made the 1800s and 1900s steamers. Ooh, yes, those are very, very nice as well. Where's it? Oh, it's this one down at the bottom. Now you can hear it, right? Might be a bit quiet. Can you hear it now? Is the sound good? The volume good? And cars. Oh, they're by him. Nice. Yep, all mute. As for the SW1 500, you don't have. It's the Missouri Pacific, P&LE, Reading and Northern and Gulf Coast. Yes, I downloaded a whole bunch of these some time ago. I only downloaded the ones that I like the look of. And I know, I only downloaded the ones that I like the look of and that I have the space for, because, again, space is a premium, of course. Yes, we can hear it. Good. Also, Elco RS3 might be good. Ooh. And G44, and the caboose you asked about last time is the TDCX transfer caboose. Fairbanks Morris. Yes! This is the issue. So many good locos. The bell's very quiet. But that's okay. I can already tell that this is going to be so much fun to make scenarios switching here, because I'm probably going to have quite a few level crossings, grade crossings here, so you're going to have to use the horn all the time. Okay. It's like you'd pull a cut of cars in here like that. And then, assuming these were full of, well, crude oil probably. Okay, decouple that. Switch those over. Such a nice horn. Not just the sound of it, but also the way that it functions. Like if you tap it, like this, or if you press and hold it, and it fades out as well, and it has a start to it as well. These are very nice locomotives. Plus the braking sounds. And all the while you can see trains going by on the main line there. And you'd have lots of trains as well, because you'd have trains going off the main line that way, and then trains coming from and going to the other main line that branches off. So you'd have a lot of services up there as well, while you're switching down here. Oh, that's going to be so much fun. Oh, there was a host or follower or something? Oh, Kangfango's hosting. Oh. A hostess. Like the good old days. And the thing is, with the yard being a bit further away, it would make sense that you would run head first, like have a look at the front, running in here, if it's a considerable distance to go. So you won't push the cars, just for efficiency, you would have to run around here. Okay, so imagine these are full. Then you'd push them all along the way. And you could actually reuse the cars. You wouldn't even have to use a different cut of cars in most cases. But I do think that I want like one other siding here, just so you can do a bit more interesting switching stuff here. Right, so come along this way. And then you'd start unloading the cars here. And yeah, we've not got this set up, so they won't do anything. But then, actually, how long is this train? Yeah, that should fit in here, no problem. Right, and then say, okay, they're now empty. Interesting, this if we do have the road here, it'll be blocked for the entirety of the trains loading or unloading. That's gonna be fun. Well, for some, maybe not for the drivers, but Right, and then you can reverse back and come back out onto the other track. What was I up to? Yes, great horn, yep. Pull the actual lever in the cab too. I did that. Horn. Ooh, great crossings, ooh! Sounds like a great bunch of fun. Yes, it does. I want to see Shardise and enjoy the drive in the new F7 XD. Yeah. Come on, is it still blocked? Oh, it's still blocked. Yeah, I hope that they fix the crash. The thing is, if I try to change the radius of the triggers of junctions, it always crashes. I haven't been able to update to Service Pack 3 yet. Because, again, I haven't been able to update my operating system yet, which I have to update to Big Sur for that to work. I've just had too much, there's just been too much stuff going on to be able to do that. But once I've done that, and I have updated to Service Pack 3, then I will give it another go to see if I can change the radius of junction triggers. Thanks. Might do a session on one of my maps sometime. Ooh. Hopefully I'll have updated Service Pack 3 by then. Yeah, I love the horn. Fairbanks Moors also have a great done. Ooh, this'll be good. Yes, look at that. Just kind of rolling on in. Look, you've even got the valves there to open up whatever is going to be loaded here. There we go. And then once all of this stuff's been loaded, then you'd basically just reverse either all the way back into the yard or to a siding or something. I haven't decided yet. I know, bad pun, but still. It barely even worked. I should have sided against using that one. But I don't want to get sidetracked with all these puns. That'd be on the silly side, wouldn't it? I should probably just side this and be done with it. I know, that was a stretch, that one. Right. Oh, this will be good. This is also host. I remember those. Squeak! Number 942. It is renameable. Le Loco? It is renameable. Le Loco. What do you mean? Do you mean this? Might be. I don't think so. No, it isn't. But it kind of lights for different areas. Trainz, what do you prefer? PBR interiors or PRR interiors? Depends on what loco. Not fun for the drivers? Well, just imagine how much fun the cars would have. Wish the beacon on the top worked, but well. Oily RAG and Co. Trainz, do the diesel load pipes still extend out of it? I think they do, but I would have to set up the multiple industries. Or was that a different asset? I think it's this asset. XDDDDD. Is it renameable? The number I meant. Forgot the question mark before. Right, gotcha. So, the other one you wanted me to test was... Alright. Do I have the transfer caboose? I think I might have. Yes, there we go. I knew I had the transfer caboose. Not the transfer table. Although... having a transfer table somewhere might be nice. Ooh. I think we'll just store this asset away over here, just in case. Not that I'll use that exact one, but just so I know that I wanted to use them. And yeah, there we go, that is that caboose. Very nice asset as well. Okay, and do I have the RS-3? Well, I've got lots of stuff with that. We've got the jet sled. PBR. Look at that. PBR jet sled. And this is actually based... this is actually essentially a remake of an actual vehicle that was designed for private use. Nope, don't know exactly what asset that is. Yeah, we could look on it. We could look for it. All right. Okay. Let's just have a quick look. I've slid so far down my seat. It's just like I'm almost laying here now. That's interesting. Oh no, I do have these. Oh, these are fixed ones. Let's see. Yes, these ones. Let's just try out one of them. That one, 2013, sure. Luckily I still have my first class ticket active. There we go. And now let's see where it is. Oh, is it? Does it have missing dependencies or is it faulty? Ah, missing dependencies. Oh, it's an unknown asset. No, that's unfortunate. Oh, well, maybe there are different ones that would work, but that will have to wait because, well, it's gone past 11. I do want to get a quick thumbnail, which is why I've closed it so I can open it back up in the right resolution. Oh, bye, Mr. W. Have a good night. Have a restful night. I'm ending the stream soon anyway, just in a couple of minutes. Bye. And yeah, I know I've got Fairbanks Morse ones already installed. I tested those out at, I think it was the gravel pit, maybe? No, it was the log loading thing. Right, I want to get the thumbnail. I want to get a thumbnail. Oh, we haven't connected this up. Well, we'll do that some other time. I mean, we could get it like something like this. So we know it's a bit of industry setup, but it just looks so bland to the landscape. Maybe if we had a train somewhere near here, maybe that would spruce things up. Actually, maybe... Ooh, maybe like this. Perhaps like this. I don't know. The loco fits so well with this area as well. I don't know whether any of this looks good. Maybe more lower shot like that, perhaps. That might be nice. Because it is still very recognizable. Ooh, like that maybe. Interesting. Right, so zoom out, show, and don't save. Also, my secret route is just about done. Just about. It'll release soon. The route itself is almost finished, and then I just need to do a couple of sessions, and then, oh, then we're done. Is what the tankers say on the side. Gotcha. Oh, right, I see. Oily rag. Oily rag. Sure. Oily rag. Trainz, we're at 11 now, dude. Oh, yes. Thank you very much for telling me. I do appreciate that, though. Ooh. Fill it with water? Oh. Felix underscore G. Wow. Felix underscore G? I only know of Felix overscore G. I'm off. I'm gonna be off now. See you all later. Yes, bye. See you soon. Good night. Let me escort you out. That's the end. There's the end of the red carpet. Just follow it. There's the end of the red carpet. Just follow it and you'll get to the main lobby. Cheerio. Hey, guys. Chalets or a tree, maybe? To spruce things up? Yeah. Ooh, that's nice, Chalets. Wait, what? Secret route? Have you started dev on a Broadgate route again? Maybe, but that's not the secret route. And I'm really not really developing it. I may have just made terrain for it, but I'm not working on it at the moment. If I have, which I'm not saying that I have. Fill it with water, transfer table. That. Perhaps. Felix and Scotty, /3. Oh, right, okay. Okay, that's fine. So, thank you all very much for watching. I feel that we've got quite a bit done. We finished off most of the left side of the tracks all the way to the town. We still need to be a few fields in the distance, but that'll only take a couple of minutes. And we started work on our first industry at the city. That's nice. You made a train for the broad gauge system? No. Or did you say terrain? I said terrain, as in terrain. A terrain. Oh, so yeah. Thanks for the stream. Oh, well, thank you for coming. And also thanks for the industry on the main line. And also linking the industry to the main line. We haven't done that yet. We haven't linked it yet. Nice. Great work today. I haven't linked the industry to the main line. I haven't, I tell you. It was very enjoyable. Right. So just shout-outs at the end. Kangafango streams on Sundays. Streams driving trucks mostly at the moment. But I'm sometimes also building OMSI and Trainz stuff. Also, if you play Trainz, have a look on the DLS for 2 routes. One is called Central Europe, the other one is called Cornish Railways. They can really speak for themselves, but they're quite big to download, so yeah. Alright, anyway. Enjoyable. Linking is what should happen next time. Well, doubt that. Because to link that, we would first need to make the main line kind of go over, then make the yard, so then we can see where we would need to link in. So I think that the yard itself will probably take a while to do, so is what I meant. Thank you for the shout out. Slavic Eagles, a dev of CE and Marquee is a dev of CR. Who knew? I have one of the developers of Central Europe in my chat right now. I mean, that's just mind-boggling. That's a nice word, boggling. It's always really used in mind-boggling, never in other things. Anyway, doesn't matter. Charisse, alright, gotcha, Riyadh, good. So, yes. Right, this stream will be archived. Boggle, yeah. And good night. Also, game dev, again, game dev on Thursday. There is no game dev at the moment. We'll see what will happen with it. Anyway. And also Marshland. I thought Marshall Yard, as in you marshal things, as in shunting things. But no, Marshland. So, bye. Have a good night, everybody. Good night. 11:11. How nice. Boggle. Oh, bog, I see. Bye. See you soon. Yes, see you soon, indeed. I'm so looking forward when Tales of Vestia is ready to be played. Anyway, bye. Back from downloading and bye. Well, good timing. Thank you for joining to say bye. Also for anyway, bye. Yes.